Today I am going to start the motion in a plane, especially with the example of projectile motion. Let us consider the projectile or projectile motion. Look at the board here. Projectile motion. It is the best example of two-dimensional motion or motion in a plane. The two important things are noted here. One of the point, the acceleration due to gravity is taken into account, always remains constant. And second thing, the air resistance is totally neglected. So when an object is thrown off the tube like that near the surface of earth, it goes along a curved path OAB. This object is known as the projectile. The motion of the projectile is known as the projectile motion. The curved path along which the projectile travels is known as the path of projectile. It is also known as the trajectory. In the beginning, I have already discussed the projectile motion is the motion in a plane. So the velocity of the projectile u when it is thrown at the point O at angle theta. So theta is the angle of projection, O is the point of projection, u is the initial velocity of the projectile, A is the maximum height attained by the projectile, and B point of fall of the projectile. So first of all, the velocity of projectile can be resolved into the two rectangular components along the x-axis and also along the y-axis. So this velocity can be resolved along y-axis, uy equal to u sine theta, and along x-axis u cos theta. So the initial velocity of the projectile along x-axis, ux equal to u cos theta and uy equal to u sine theta. Now the acceleration along x-axis. Acceleration along x-axis, ax equal to 0 and acceleration along y-axis minus g meter per second square. The final velocity of the projectile at any instant or at any point. Final velocity along x-axis, Vx ux plus ax t, and acceleration along x-axis is equal to 0. So Vx equal to ux equal to u cos theta, and final velocity along y-axis, Vy is equal to uy, v is equal to u plus gt, and uy equal to u sine theta. So the final velocity Vy equal to u sine theta minus gt. So these are the some physical quantity involved in the projectile motion: initial velocity, acceleration, and the final velocity. Now we have to derive some expression regarding the projectile motion. So most important facts and most important expression. So first of all, to find out the time taken by the projectile to reach the maximum height. So to reach the maximum height, now the expression first, the time taken by the projectile to go along the trajectory, to go along the curve path, to go along the path of the projectile is known as the time of flight. It can be defined by the different ways. The time of the projectile when the projectile remains in air. The time taken by the projectile when the projectile remains in air, this is also known as the time of flight. So time taken by the projectile to reach at the maximum height means numerically it is half of the time of flight. Half of the time of flight, and you can say that the time of ascent and plus time of descent is equal to the time of flight. Anyway, come to the point to find out the time of flight. So first, time of flight of the projectile denoted by T, and using equation for velocity, equation of motion in terms of the velocity along y-axis. Along y-axis, Vy is equal to Uy plus Uyt, and at the highest point, the final velocity at this point, Vy equal to 0, but even that, the horizontal component remains constant, Ux equal to Vx equal to U cos theta. If the distance traveled further by the projectile, so the final velocity here V is equal to Vx and the Vy. So it is noted that the horizontal component U cos theta throughout remains constant throughout the journey of the projectile, but the vertical component changes each and every instant. So Vy at the highest point equal to 0, Uy means initial velocity, U sin theta, G is taken as the y direction, Gt, so Gt equal to U sin theta, and therefore T is equal to U sin theta by G, and this is the expression for time taken by a projectile to reach the maximum height. And T plus T, this is the total time, time of ascent plus time of descent, 2T, and therefore 2U sin theta by G, this is the expression for time of flight. Now the another method to find out the time of flight using equation of motion in y direction, in y axis, taking the expression for displacement. So displacement along y axis of the projectile is represented by U T plus half Ayt square, and Uy means U sin theta T plus half minus G into T square, and in case of the vertical displacement, when the projectile is from the point O and falls to the point B, so the vertical displacement is taken as a 0, so 0 equal to U sin theta minus half Gt into T. It is necessary to mention that the acceleration due to gravity always remains minus G because the projectile is thrown in the upward direction or against the gravity. So there are the two values of the equation. Above equation T equal to 0, which represents the initial time of projection or initial time of the projectile, and the time of flight can be obtained by this expression. So U sin theta minus half Gt is also equal to 0, or U sin theta equal to half Gt, and therefore T equal to 2U sin theta by G, and the time of flight capital T 2U sin theta by G. So time of flight can be obtained by the different ways. Now there are so many other and so many process after these expressions by the equation of parabola and by the another method. So time of flight can be obtained by the velocity expression, can be obtained by the equation of displacement along y-axis, and by the different approach. Now come to the next expression, number 2. This is the vertical height, and it is also known as the maximum vertical height attained by the projectile. So maximum height attained by the projectile denoted by capital H using equation of motion along y-axis. So velocity can be represented v square y uy square plus 2g and h, where capital H is the maximum vertical height attained by the projectile, where the final velocity of the projectile at the highest point equal to 0. So Vy equal to 0, Uy u sin theta square minus 2gh, or 2gh equal to u square sin square theta, and therefore h equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Very simple way to find out the maximum height. Maximum height also can be obtained by the equation of parabola attained by the projectile. The equation of parabola or equation or path of the projectile is parabolic can be discussed in the next video. Now here come to the expression number 3, maximum height, time of flight, and this one OB, this is the horizontal range. Horizontal range, it is denoted by capital R using equation of motion along x direction or along x axis, where acceleration equal to 0, and then velocity equal to distance by time, means time of flight, total time taken by the projectile. X is the horizontal distance. So in general, x is represented by the capital R, and this capital R is also known as the horizontal range. So range can be calculated. R equal to ux means u cos theta, and t equal to time of flight, here 2u sin theta by g. So the final expression R equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. Range of the projectile depends on the angle, and the maximum value of the sin theta is equal to 1 when theta is equal to 45 degrees. So if theta equal to 45 degree, sin 2 theta equal to 1, and range will be maximum equal to u square by g. So if the velocity of projectile remains same like u, and there is change in the angle, and if it is taken at the 45 degree, so the range of projectile will be maximum. So R max is equal to u square g. Sometimes to obtain the same range, what is the least speed of the velocity of the projectile? So for least speed, now here R equal to u square sin 2 theta by g, u square equal to R into g by sin 2 theta. And if least speed of projectile means u minimum, so this value must be maximum, and maximum value sin 2 theta must be equal to 1. So least speed equal to R into g. So to obtain the same range as in case of the theta, so what is the least speed to obtain the same range? So u is equal to under root rg, and it is similar to the expression like that. So but different, there are the different meaning. To obtain the least speed means u least equal to rg, and here to obtain the maximum range theta is equal to 45 degree. So the situation like that, when the u when the r becomes maximum or minimum, it can be obtained by the expression of the horizontal range. Now come to the point again, to derive an expression for now draw the picture again. If the projectile reaches to the point P after the time t, this is the u theta, u cos theta, u sin theta, and here is the v, this is the vx, and this one is the vy. So to find out the velocity of projectile at any instant t, so the v equal to vx square plus vy square. It is noted that the horizontal component always remains constant like u cos theta, and the vertical component uy, u v is equal to u plus gt, here u sin theta minus gt, this one is the vy, this one is the vx, and then the v equal to u cos theta whole square plus vy, u sin theta minus gt whole square. This is the velocity. To find out the direction of the projectile at this instant, so for direction tan theta is equal to vy by vg. Ratio of the velocity, final velocity along y-axis, final velocity along x-axis. So here vy and vx. So theta equal to vy. So vy equal to u sin theta minus gt by u cos theta, and therefore theta equal to tan inverse u sin theta minus gt by u cos theta. This is the direction of the projectile at any instant or at any point P. Now to find out also the displacement of projectile. Displacement of projectile. It is totally new to find out the displacement. So to find out the displacement, it means this one is the displacement. So to find out the displacement d, so there must be the displacement along x-axis and displacement along y-axis. So displacement along x-axis, displacement along x-axis in the time t, x is equal to u cos theta into t. Displacement along y-axis, y equal to ut plus half gt square, u sin theta t minus half gt square. So displacement along y-axis, this is the displacement along x-axis, dx dy. So the final displacement d equal to dx square plus dy square, and now using the equation, substituting the value of dx and dy in this expression, so displacement can be obtained. So now not only the time of flight, horizontal length, but there are so many things, and it is very necessary to find out the vertical displacement, horizontal displacement, displacement of the projectile, and compare the projectile motion with the different components, also obtain the displacement, resultant velocity, velocity along x-axis, velocity along y-axis. So there are so many things, not only to find out the expression of time and the range and the, so there are different conditions, different physical quantities like the displacement, like the velocity, like the time, and in this way everything can be discussed primarily and very necessary component in regard of the projectile motion. Now there are so many things also remaining. So in the next video, some numericals in this regard can be discussed, or some interesting examples. So must join and must visit at the same site. Thank you very much.